there, Cosmic Warriors, and welcome back to another video. Alright, so in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be telling you how the zodiac signs win. This video is especially directed to your rising sign or your sun sign, but it might also resonate with your moon sign, or if you have a cluster or a stellium of planets within a particular sign. So what I'm going to be basing this on today is upon the Aries house within your natal birth chart. So wherever that lies within your own natal birth chart, well, that is the house by which you win. Now, if you do want to know more information about the Aries house, as well as your Mars sign, the first house, and just the Aries archetype overall, then I have created an ebook. So I'm gonna put a link to that download to the ebook in the description box so you can pick up your copy today. And as always, timestamps are going to be down below as well. Alright, so with all those intros complete, let's do this. Alright, so Aries, the number one sign. How do you win? The number one sign, the leader, the go-getter, the mover, the shaker. The way in which you win is by refusing to go down without a fight. You will overcome any hurdle, any obstacle, anything that gets in your way in order to get that prize. You will overcome it. Yes, you may fall flat on your face sometimes due to your impulsiveness and recklessness and your inability to think things through, but seriously, Aries, oh my gosh, when you start to learn how to control that energy and be deliberate with that energy and just know exactly where you're placing that drive and that assertion, you are going to be such a winner. And the thing about you, Aries, is that you are an individual, okay? You're independent. If other people try to get in your lane, so to speak, okay? They try to get in your lane and cause disruption in your lane whenever you're just being Aries and you're in your lane and you're not disturbing anybody deliberately anyway, right? Okay, because that's the thing, you can still sort of ram into people, but like I said, over time you will control that a lot better, and that will really help you navigate through that. But if people get in your lane, oh boy. So if, say, for example, somebody decides to come in and deliberately disrupt you, you know, someone tries to attack you, you will be the first one to stand up and say, hey, that's not cool, I am defending myself, don't you dare come at me. Or if you see that someone is trying to be competitive with you, you may be the type of person who gets really motivated by that competitiveness. But then again, for the most part, Aries just really try to beat themselves. It's always about their own personal best and beating their own personal best, but still they can engage in competition. Healthy competition, but also ruthless competition. So Aries, you never give up. You never give up. You keep fighting, you keep going, you keep moving forward. Anytime you are faced with a potential defeat, nope. You're back up there again and you're chugging at it, and you know what, that's really admirable. But just remember that sometimes things just need to be left alone and you don't need to keep pushing. So it's trying to identify whenever that is just the time to pull back. Taurus. So this would mean that Aries is ruling your 12th house, meaning that the way that you win is, for example, by taking the time to engage in spiritual rituals that can help you feel calm. Now, the reason for why I say this, Taurus, is because you, Taurus, you are patient, you're calm, you're cool, you're collected. Aries locked up in the 12th. However, if it comes to a point where you feel like you've been pushed and pushed and pushed too much, you have the tendency of exploding. but then also you may have the tendency of rejecting help or support from other people because of how much you value your independence. But it can get to a point where you isolate yourself then, and you become an island due to you sort of pushing other people away, right? With this whole, I've got everything together, I'm Taurus, fixed earth. But the way you win, right, is by one, standing up for yourself, asserting yourself, by you learning to center yourself and really truly stay calm from within yourself, by just being patient with whatever is going on inside of you, and knowing that if it is at any point that you want to change something or initiate something else in your life, then take the time to do that, you know, just sit with yourself and really go over that change that you want to maybe initiate. But I think that the spiritual rituals come in by you perhaps meditating, by you getting involved with something that you feel so in your flow and so in your moment. Writing could be something, art could be something, you know, culture and history and makeup even, fashion and aesthetics, things like that. Anything that just sort of makes you feel truly in your flow. Gemini, the way that you win is by forming a group of like-minded people together and into a community. The reason why I say this is because you are the type of person who really likes to lead within a group, but at the same time you also like to be individual within a group, okay? You can be very social and you can be very playful types of people, very youthful types of people, and there is an innocence about you, especially when it comes to how you communicate. And then as you sort of approach different friendship circles and communities and groups and clubs, you do so through this Aries energy, with this confidence, with this self-assurance. And so because of that initiation, you're able to form connections with different types of people from within the community, or you can connect people and create your own sort of community. Can be a bit of a defensiveness that comes with this energy. Aries is of course the warrior, and so with it ruling the 11th house, there can be a bit of you know, fighting mentality going on here with this energy. But you know what, if it is a matter of you standing up for yourself, Gemini, then so be it, you know what I mean? That's great. It's important to stand your ground and to be honorable. You may be that type of person who is honored by others due to your straightforwardness and realness with the collective. You're very real within the collective, and you share all your information with the collective of the things that are going on around the world with the collective. You're bringing awareness in that way. You definitely win because of the honor and the respect that you get for your honesty, that you get for your realness, for your directness with the collective. Cancer, so the way in which you win is by forging ahead towards a career or a purpose that you really want to pursue. The reason for why I say this is because with Aries ruling that 10th house, Cancer, this means that you're going to want to win when it comes to the public domain, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your position within the world and how you stand up amongst the public. But the way that you're going to want to do this is through honor, it's through virtue, it's through being respected for your bravery, for your courage, for the message that you have to deliver to the world. But you're not going to be pushed by others as you do it. You're going to stand very firm and strong in your mission. You're the type of person who might want to move towards pursuing something that is going to require a lot of ambition. So when it comes to your career, you drive a lot of energy into making that a reality for yourself. So let's say, for example, you decide that you want to create your own business, Cancer, then you want to be the boss within that business. You want to own that business. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't join forces with someone else for that business, because what's really interesting about this, Cancer, is that you also have Capricorn ruling your 7th house. So this is the house of business partnerships. So due to that descendant or that placement, it suggests then, Cancer, that you can really achieve when it comes to joining forces with another person. It's still important that you initiate what you want, doing it for the individuality that you gain through it, that you know that even if someone else isn't with you on the journey, that you're still good. You're still good. Or it could be that you're the type of Cancerian that wants to be a doctor. That could be the type of role that you want to take on. You could be the type of Cancerian who wants to be in the military. You may be the type of Cancerian who ends up being involved with explosives, something like that, or accidents, so emergency services even, right? You could get involved with being a paramedic with this energy as well. So whatever path, direction you choose, really, Cancer, the way you win is by going for it, because ultimately you are choosing to do it, and because that is the thing that's just like calling, it's calling to you, Cancer. Okay, so Leo, the way that you win is by standing up for your own philosophical views, your own philosophical beliefs. Yes, because with Aries ruling that 9th house, Leo, it seems that you divert a lot of your energy into wanting to take action upon the different philosophies that you have. So you might have your own independent way of viewing the world, or your own independent philosophy of life that you really stand by. But the thing is, Leo, is that you have the tendency of being quite defensive when it comes to other people's beliefs. So the way I believe in what you win is by you standing by what you believe, yes, but at the same time learning to be open to other people's beliefs and philosophies and ways of life. So really it's about you learning to dive deep into different ideas and concepts and theories of life, and by you doing that you come out a winner, because you then start to learn more and more and more, and you engage with more people, and you just open yourself up so much more. I mean, you could be the type of Leo who goes on to publish your own books and things, especially with Gemini on ruling your 11th house. You can really be great writers and communicators, and you just want to stand out there amongst the collective and communicate a message that you feel in your heart is really strong, because it's a Leo philosophy of life, right? It's that really strong philosophy that you stand by, and you can certainly deliver that with the world. But it's more, hey, you know what? This thing right here that I believe in, it is so amazing and I'm so passionate about it and I want to express it. So like, yeah, this is what I think. That type of energy can get people so inspired and so motivated and so just positive about life. And so whatever philosophies you have that's yours and you want to share it with other people in a positive way, in an uplifting way, in a way by which you see the value that you can bring to the general public, especially with Taurus ruling your 10th, if you can do that, Leo, you are just gonna shine even brighter. Virgo, the way that you win is by being a darn right daring researcher and investigator. Yes, the reason for why I say this, Virgo, is because you are just the busy bee, aren't you? You're such the geek, the nerd, who sits with all of your books surrounding you with your glasses on. I'm just kidding, that's just kind of what I'm imagining with the Virgo archetype, but I digress. Yes, you are busy bees, you are study bees at that. You love engaging in new materials and just learning about new things and just seeing how you can get into the very depths of information. But you know what? With Aries ruling your 8th house, Virgo, this means that you want to dive deep into psychology, and with Scorpio on that 3rd house as well, my gosh, you love just diving into the human psyche. And that's probably why the likes of astrology could really interest you, because astrology is just so psychological. So with Aries ruling that 8th house, Virgo, you win by you forging ahead with some sort of new innovative ideas within that realm, within the 8th house. So whether that be psychology, whether that be sex, so you could be the type of Virgo who gives sex education to others based upon the own things that you've been through yourself, where you can really help other people and heal other people. Yes, Virgo, you are healers. You can really be of service to others, and you're so humble whilst you do it. But yeah, you may also be the type of Virgo who decides to get into the taboo subjects, right? Virgo, you're fearless within that area. You're able to really help people in that way. So if they want to open up to you and be vulnerable with you, you're so open. You open your arms to those people, and you definitely win in that way. And you know what? You even win even more when you are able to open up just as much. Now, you could also be the type of Virgo who enjoys learning about the metaphysical world, so different occult-like hidden subjects, you may really enjoy those. But yeah, the active researcher in you, the active investigator who just loves to learn more and more and more and dive deeper and deeper and deeper, that really helps you win. Libra, the way that you win is by standing up for yourself from within your one-on-one relationships, whether that be a spouse, a best friend, or a business partner, or otherwise. It's about you learning to stand up for yourself. Now, the interesting thing here, Libra, I just want to highlight is that you are an advocate for peace, right? You're an advocate for harmony. However, you seem to attract bossy types, pushy types who are pretty unfair in your eyes, who push you around and kind of expect too much sometimes, which is quite interesting. I mean, you attract these types of people into your lives. Well, the thing is, Libra, is that whenever this type of person enters into your life, what often happens is that you are then shaken into, or switched rather, into another gear, where you start standing up for yourself, you start fighting back, you start saying, hey, I'm not having that, that's not okay. Like, yeah, I'm a Libra and I'm about peace and harmony, but you know what, whenever I go off balance, oh ho ho ho. Let's say, for example, right, Libra, you're getting into a bit of an argument with your partner. You are the types of people who just, you want to leave that situation and sort of be on your own. You want your own space from the argument because you don't want to completely blow your top. You still want to create the peace and harmony. But it's just that the other person who is pushy, who is bossy, who is demanding, I'm not really going to care about what Libra wants right now. I'm just going to go in and just go up to Libra and just keep at it. So that energy in itself, just you have to get to a point, Libra, seriously, you have to get to a point where you just defend yourself and you stand up for yourself, rather than it being a matter of getting to the point where you've just had enough and you're out of balance, and then you get angry and you get frustrated and you do the silent treatment thing and then you distance yourself. This is about you learning to keep your skills in balance by, yes, focusing on how you are creating harmony within the environment, but also how are you creating harmony within yourself, Libra, okay? And if it is that you attract certain pushy types of bossy people, the lesson to learn from that experience is, moving forward, you can stand up for yourself, you can say what is right and just for you, and you can show discernment when it comes to not wanting to have those types of partners in your life again. But it's also about you asserting yourself more, learning to do that in a very healthy way, being okay with healthy competition, being okay with healthy assertion, being okay with, you know what, just being number one sometimes, just because, you know, you subconsciously want to be. Yeah, Oh yeah, Venus. Venus can be quite the seducer. Libra, competition is still something that you can be involved in, like us all, and that's okay. Scorpio. So the way that you win, Scorpio, is by asserting your passion and your motivation and your drive into your day-to-day job, into your day-to-day routine, or just into how you are of service overall within the world. So let's say, for example, you are the type of Scorpio who is working in a bank, and that is your day-to-day job. So you have that kind of routine going on for yourself Monday to Friday. Well, this is about you being the best employee within that field or within that job, seeing that by you giving it your all, you can actually learn a lot about yourself through those experiences. You can also initiate different ideas to the team and try to make new changes. Honestly, Scorpios can be some of the best employees. They are so determined, they're very powerful people, and they mean business whenever they do go into a particular job, especially if you're the type of Scorpio who has found something like your calling, you know, with this Leo mid-heaven type of energy where you feel like you've really found that job that you just feel intensely about. Yeah, that energy in itself being extracted into that career field for you, Scorpio, means that you just feel the most actualized, right, with the sun and the purpose and the self-actualization. But still, that's the 10th house. But with the 6th house with Aries, you really win within this area of work, because you're going to be that type of colleague or employee who is really passionate about what they do, and you're going to give it your all. From you being innovative within that position or role, you actually become very well liked and respected and honored within that area. Sagittarius. Okay, so the way that you win is by doing something, so taking action on something that you really love and you have fun and enjoyment in doing, okay? Now, the thing about this Sagittarius is that, yes, you are the wild stallion, you are the gypsies of the Zodiac, and there's nobody in the world taming you or telling you who you can and can't be, Sagittarius. But when it comes to the amount of fun that you might have, you may go over the limits sometimes with certain, you know, gambling, or you may get involved with too much partying, or you might get involved with just sort of wanting to hop on a plane and go away and come back and go away and come back, and then not really stabilizing yourself so much. Yes, you may be that type of Sagittarius who likes to indulge in these types of things, but the way that you win is by really then starting to pay attention to the goals that you can set from within this particular area. So if it is that, for example, you want to go and travel, right? How do you then set goals towards making that a decision for yourself, but also not being reckless about that decision? Really, Sagittarius, you can be very quick and very fast when it comes to your romance. So when it comes to love and romance, for example, you can jump so quickly into those things, and that jump in itself can actually lead to other things that you had not prepared for beforehand. Learning from those times that you were reckless, but not just learning from them, but also taking responsibility for them as well. But at the same time, also seeing those things as such wisdomful experiences for you. Because at the end of the day, you can't turn back time, Sagittarius. You can't turn it back. And so just to move forward from certain impulsive decisions that we make, you know, and you very much do. You very much do. You're able to really get back up there and keep going. But I think the main thing to take away from this and how you can become a winner is just by using those experiences that you faced, just bring them along the way with you, right? Bring them along the way with you, where you can then share that knowledge with other people because of what you experienced as well. You can definitely be those philosophers and share your own knowledge and wisdom with others. Okay, so Capricorn, the way that you win is by really taking the time to get to know yourself. So what do I mean by that, Capricorn? Well, Capricorn, you are usually raised within the environment by which you tend to take responsibility for what is going on within that environment due to responsibility being placed upon you from a very young age. You may feel like there's a lot of pressure and weight, and there's a lot of duty that just comes with this energy. It's very dense energy. But it's with this fourth house, this IC in Aries, the importance lies in you developing your own independence. So even though it might feel like, oh, I have to take on this load and then this thing and this thing as well, but well, what do you actually want? What do you want to carry, Capricorn? Where do your duties really lie? Yes, where do the duties lie? Towards yourself, right? The way you win, okay, is by you being honest and direct with your own emotional world, with your own inner world about just yourself. So the things that you want out of life, is it that you're sort of just going for something because your dad wanted it for you, or your mother wanted it for you, or your grandparents wanted it for you? But what is it that you want for you? What do you want? What do you want to achieve? What are your ambitions? What are your goals? Okay, really trying to figure that out for yourself. What are your goals, Capricorn? And even if it is that you just kind of want to stand up against what your family want from you, how do you also just remain respectful, you know, just respectful to your family, and just say, hey, you know what, I get it, my family's my family, I can't change my family, you know, that's the beliefs that they grew up with, that's the structure they grew up with, and you know, I see it for what it is. I see it for what it is, and I just accept that that is the way it is. But at the same time, I, as the Capricorn, I also have the independence to be able to go and live where I want to live, or just do the things that I want to do. But at the same time, I can still accept my family for as they are. Aquarius. So the way by which you win is by learning to slow down your communication and your rapid, fast ideas. Yes, Aquarius, you are the nutty professors of the Zodiac. Your minds are just going a million miles per hour. It can be difficult for you to string a sentence and to just be able to execute it with deliberation. You can jump from one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the other idea, to the next idea. I mean, with Aries ruling your third house, yes. But you know what? The strength and the power that can come with this energy is so great. You know why? Because you have the courage to communicate your truth. You have the ability to motivate others, but the key lies in being able to do it in an objective way. Yes, this is how you win, Aquarius. Because by you being objective, what you do is you take it away from the personal, right? And from you taking it away from the personal, you see the bigger picture. And by you seeing the bigger picture, you deliver an even more powerful message to the collective. But the challenge here lies in you being able to kind of sort out that kind of scattered mind that you have. So the way I'm suggesting it here is, one, making sure you do enough research, okay? You can be kind of impatient researchers. But you know what? Even through the quick sort of reading that you do and all those impulsive sort of urges with all the materials that you learn, you gotta also see that that helps you too. Yeah, whenever you slow it down a little bit and you're patient with yourself, okay? Not only are you going to be able to communicate a lot more effectively, but you're going to be a lot more patient with others as well. And lastly, we have Pisces. Pisces, the way that you win is by standing up for your value. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, when it comes to what you value, who you value, do you value yourself, these types of things, it's about you lining up your actions with the things that you value in life, okay? Because by you lining up your actions with what you value, you sort of ground, you ground these things. You take it from just the imaginary world, or you take it even from a feeling that you have, and what you do is you cultivate those values into your reality. You take action on those values by lining up the things that you value in yourself with the actions that you take throughout your life. By you doing this, Pisces, you can certainly gain a lot of independence for yourself and a lot of individuality for yourself. You can build on a very powerful, strong value system by which, when it comes to super critical people, right, Virgo in the 7th house, those types of criticisms, not only from other people but towards yourself, you can stand up against those things and you can say, hey, not today. I'm not letting you come in and say these critical things about me. You're in my unconscious, and I know you like to pull the rug out from under me from time to time, but not today, okay? Pisces, this is about you learning to divert certain concepts, certain things, criticisms, ideas, away from disturbing your flow, Pisces. Getting into your flow and being able to act on certain new innovative ideas that you have when it comes to your materials, when it comes to how you earn money. So if it is that you want to start something new for yourself and go in a certain direction for yourself, Pisces, you can certainly do that because you will have valued yourself enough to take that action. You will have developed a system by which you feel sure enough, you feel confident enough to go after that certain new way of how to make money, or you can initiate a new idea when it comes to your desires as well. Whatever the case, Pisces, this is essentially about you practicing what you preach, and this will also help you later on in life, especially with Sagittarius midheaven you've got going on. So practicing what you preach and really living out within your physical world the very things that you hold within yourself, okay? Trying not to see so much the physical world as like, I gotta defend myself against the physical world. It's okay to ground yourself in the physical, Pisces. Really, you win whenever you win within your own value system, as you live that, you breathe that, you are that, you is that, you be that, right? So yeah, whatever it is that you want to create for yourself within the physical world when it comes to financial stability and security, you can certainly do that, Pisces, and you can do it with a lot of drive and a lot of independence and a lot of energy. Alright guys, so that concludes the how the zodiac signs win video. So with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, thank you for subscribing, and if you'd like to see more videos from myself and you've not yet subscribed, then go right ahead and click that subscribe button, and I will be back with another video very, very soon. Bye!